Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, what we are doing is interior painting. So first of all, we did the polishing or correction of the surface. The person that did the skimming did a terrible work, so we had to do a whole skimming again. We bought a lot of home charm to do the whole skimming again. Some paperwork was done and we did the skimming to get a smooth surface to be able to do the painting. The last time someone was asking which kind of paint that I think is best. Frankly speaking, I only know of two paints that are mostly used for work. That is either Cora or Sherwin-Williams. You understand? And both of them are expensive. So depending on your budget, you can know the kind of paint to use. But these are the two paints that I will recommend to anyone. The remaining of them, I've never used some before, so I can't say much about them. What we are doing here is, when it comes to painting too, one thing about painting, selection of your paints, is kind of a problem because it's basically like buying tiles. When you are selecting paints, you have to know the kind of finishing that you are doing, because sometimes when you go in for some colors, it's either it becomes very busy or very loud. If you need a cozy environment, if you want your indoor to be very cozy, you have to know the kind of paints you are going to use and also know the kind of finishing that you are going to do. When I talk about finishing, I mean the kind of furniture that is coming there, the kind of setup that is going to be in the space, the kind of curtains that you are going to use. You have to consider all these things before you select your paint. I know selection of paint might be very difficult, but there are so many places that you can pick your inspo from. You understand? There are so many places that you can pick your inspo from. Even just this YouTube, you can pick your inspo from so many channels. This particular video that I'm doing, when we are done with the whole work, you get to see the finishing or the color that we went for. You can pick your inspo from. It's just a matter of taking a screenshot or picking up the video. Then you send that one to the place you're gonna buy your paint. Then they will do the whole combination for you to get a color. You understand? But bear in mind, just know the kind of setup that is going to be at the space. So that is what you can see the team doing. We did all the skimming all over again. This is the living area. Previously on this particular property, we did the lighting. If not, check the video, it's on the channel. We did the electrical fittings, and now we are doing the painting. We made sure we did all the skimming again to get a smooth surface. If your surface is very smooth, when the moment someone enters into the premises, they get to see the kind of quality work that has been done already. So mind you, I know skimming is done very early. Some people might say, after you are done with the POP, straight up you can do your skimming. Yes, you can do it, but you have to get a very good people to do it for you. A very good people. I recommend you doing it or you allowing the painters to come and do it. The people that are going to handle the painting, let them do their skimming. It's just reasonable to do that, you understand? Because they will be doing the painting for you. So I would advise you to just let them do the skimming also as well. It's simple. If you allow a different person that is not even a painter to do it for you, and the painters come in, they will still request for home charm to do corrections. Regardless, that is what we are living with, you understand? So that is what you are seeing here. We are doing the whole thing all over again, and to get a surface that we want, we had to do it. We don't have any choice. We bought roughly about 4 to 5 buckets of home charm again, just to do the necessary parts that was supposed to be done very well. And after that, we did a sandpaper work. We spent about 2 to 3 days just to do all this kind of corrections again. Then we started painting. So enjoy the video and see, I have a surprise for you in this video, the kind of color that I went for. Mind you, whatever we are doing in this property here, we know the plan already. We know the finishing we are doing. We know the kind of setup that is going to be there. So we didn't go for the all white and everybody's painting their interior white. It's just too normal. Sometimes you just have to get some inspo from somewhere and build up something that is going to make the whole place very cozy. You understand? It's very important. So I have a surprise for you at the end of the video, so that you will just have to get a fair idea of the color. The finishing of the painting, you get to see the whole thing that the interior of this property had. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's a 4-bedroom house. We've already set up the bedrooms already, and we are doing the walkway, the living area, the kitchen, basically the walkway. That is what we are doing in this video. You understand? Those of you that have not seen much about this property, you can go back into the channel, watch some of the videos. You get to see when we're setting up all the bedrooms. Yes, the bedrooms, we did white paint there, and due to that, one thing is, sometimes when you do something and the time goes on or you move forward, you get more ideas, you get more intel. So it helps you to decide whatever you are going to do next. Understand? Having a white paint is super nice, but you get to do a lot of work, mostly because people like to touch. If you are painting your house white, I would advise you to put a notice on the wall. Do not touch the wall or the surface, because having a white paint is nice in the beginning, but when it's turning dirty or it's getting bad, it's very horrible. You understand? So we try to make some kind of color or some kind of combination to suit the kind of furniture that is going to be placed, to suit the whole setup that is going to take place in this property. So enjoy the video, and I'll see you at the very end of the video. Yeah guys, so we started with the ceiling. The ceiling, we maintained the white. We painted the ceiling white. Yes, I feel like maintaining your ceiling white or doing your ceiling a white paint is kind of natural. You understand? It's kind of natural. It makes all the lighting glow very well or bright very well. So we did the ceiling white, and we went ahead to do the other parts different colors, just to get some kind of combination or some kind of brightness. You understand? So that is what happened. So you can see the color we are doing here is gray, but it's not a normal gray that it's kind of alpine green, which is very nice color. And all the molds that you see into are not going to be white. There's kind of some mixture that we also did there to get something closer to the actual color that is going to be at the main surface. So sometimes if you're going to do this kind of POP mold in your interior, these things are very nice. One secret is they are very nice, but during your painting, if you don't match the color very well, the place becomes very busy. You understand? If you don't match the color very well, it becomes very, very busy. So you have to make sure the main color that you are going to use for the actual space should be something closer to the one you are going to use on this particular molds. You understand? Other than that, the place will look very busy, especially when there are too many of them in the area. You understand? So that is what we are trying to do. We change the whole color of mold from white to a very similar color to the main surface that you see in the video. So that is one key thing that you have to notice. If you are going to do molds in your interior, it is super amazing, it is very nice, but when you are doing the painting of it, you have to make sure the main color that goes to the surface and the one that is going to be on the mold wouldn't be very, very, different or apart. You have to get some kind of small similarities so that it will blend in, so that the mold doesn't stand out or look very bulky like that. If you use a separate color, a very separate color, the place looks busy. So this is from the scheming. You can see that the mold is white because of the scheming, but that is not the actual color. So just imagine the whole thing, the background and the mold, it makes the whole thing pop up too much. So we didn't go in for white. We didn't go in for white at all. We went for a very closer color to the main surface to make the whole thing blend and have some kind of similarities. It helps it a lot. Yes, so when it comes to any kind of general construction needs that you need, interior design, finishing, renovation your property and restoration, we can handle it for you. This is just one aspect of what we do. You can go into the channel and have a very good look of the whole videos in the channel. We are trying to make sure we get the kind of color or the kind of smooth and very refreshing interior in this space. Yes, the color picking is a major problem, so try and get a lot of inspos to make your selection. A lot. Look around, visit a lot of sites, visit a lot of videos, properties, just to get the inspo. And you also bear in mind the kind of setup you want in your space. That will help you a lot in picking your colors. One thing about building, I always say this thing on the channel, when it comes to the finishing stage, you have to make sure the details are on point. Your tile selection is a major key. Same way your paints. If you are going to go for the normal white that everyone is doing, that is fine. It will match every kind of setup you want, but you also have to think about the longevity of it. So white needs a lot of maintenance. You have to be painting every 4 or 5 months, depending on the number of people in the area. You'll be receiving visitors and a whole lot. So if you are going to go in for a white paint, you have to make sure you have to do a lot of maintenance on the whites. Every maybe 6 months, or that is twice in a year, you have to do painting over it. If you go for a different color, probably by 2 years you just have to do your own renovation. It doesn't really take much, yes, but if you are maintaining a white paint, you have to make sure you do a lot of maintenance. Yes, maintenance is key. You can never build and we never finish building. We will build and we will still do maintenance. The maintenance itself is a major key. That is why when you are doing some kind of selection, you have to know what you are going for. Understand? Thank you for watching this video. I will see you in the next update. Please share this video to other builders and subscribe to the channel. Bye bye.